Oh, welcome to the Lax AI channel. I'm Lakshmana Kraj. There's a lot happening in the world of artificial intelligence or AI today. In this channel, I would like to share some content on what's happening in the world of AI and some of the areas where AI could be applied and share my own perspectives on them. And also invite any suggestions or comments from the community who was watching this video. So welcome aboard. And if you're not like the video, please do like the video. And if you're not hit the subscribe button, please do subscribe. Thank you. So today, what I would like to talk about is something I'm really passionate about. So I'm passionate about AI, of course. But another thing I'm passionate about is also gardening and plants and like seeing them, watching them grow, like trees, etc. I'm not a professional gardener myself. I would be basically very amateur, a beginner level person in gardening. So what I'd like to see is today is that can we use AI? Can we take the help of AI and see how and take some gardening tips from it? How we can make my garden better? So that's what we're going to do. Let's jump in. What I'm going to do is show some glimpse of some of the plants in my garden. So you can see some of them here, some of them in bags, and some of them in pots, and so on. And some of them are trees. So here is a tree, and you can also see a money plant growing on this. So one thing I've always wondered is that the money plant is so huge and it's growing on top of the tree. Will it disturb the tree? Will something happen to the tree or not? So that's one thing which we're going to kind of ask AI. Another thing is that some of these, you can see that there's so much of greenery here. But also if you carefully observe, there are also some some of these leaves are being eaten. You could see here, and I myself have seen that quite a lot of these leaves get eaten by possibly insects or not. I myself don't know what are the best ways to kind of prevent this or reduce this from happening. So let's ask that to AI also. So let's see what happens. So here is another part of my garden. So I'll walk you in right there along with me. So what we have here is that I have like a couple of this is a flowering plant, hibiscus, and like some banana plants or trees as well. And interestingly, if I actually see here, if I can zoom in here, you could see that some of these banana have started producing flowers, and so this is just a natural process. We had quite a few of them doing this. So what I would like to see is that can we get some tips from AI on what are the next steps and then what happens. I mean, we've been following some steps already, but let's see what AI is giving out here. And on the last part, what I wanted to check is that so here is something really interesting. So what you see here, the plant which has kind of really almost died, kind of, is actually it's an elephant yam. In Tamil we'll call it like Senai Kiranga. And what I want to ask AI is that I've been monitoring this plant for quite some time. So what I wanted to ask is that when is the right time to take it out? So is it this the right time? Is the plant dead? The leaves are all gone. So can I dig it up and take it? So that's one thing I wanted to ask as well. So let's go. So I'm going to upload one of the photos that I took from my garden and upload it to ChatGPT. So here's one of those photos. So as you can see, it's telling me about the plants, and it's asking me if there's anything. It's also saying that it's climbing the tree. It's asking me if it likes to have any tips or other things like that. Let's activate voice mode and see what it says. Hello. So I uploaded a photo of a money plant climbing up on a tree. What I would like to know is this going to hurt the tree by any chance? So can you share some insights on that?
Money plants, like pothos, are generally not harmful to trees, especially if they aren't too invasive. They typically grow as epiphytes, meaning they use the tree mainly for support but don't extract nutrients from it like parasitic plants do. However, if the money plant grows too densely, it could start to block sunlight from the tree's leaves, which might affect the tree's ability to photosynthesize.
Thank
It's
you.
already weak, or the money plant becomes too heavy, it could potentially put stress on the branches.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to know. Thanks a lot. So as you can see here, it's not just um, mentioned what it said in the voice. It's also written it up completely here, so that in later on, if we want to actually go and verify, this content is also there. So let's try, and so this is what at least for what I wanted to know, if the money plant that's growing on a tree is going to hurt it or not. I'm going to upload another photo of one of the leaves which was being eaten by an insect or something like that. You could see it right here, and let's see what ChatGPT says. So it says that the plant in the image looks like it has green healthy leaves. It's also damaged along the edge on one of its leaves. So it can clearly identify that, except for one leaf, like most of the leaves are healthy, but one leaf is like kind of things. So it says that this could be because of insect pests, environmental stress, nutritional deficiency, and so on. Let's do another voice chat and see what. Yes. Hello, so I uploaded another photo where one of the leaves seems to be like being eaten by an insect. So can you share some tips on how I can take better care of this plant?
To protect your plant from insect damage, here are a few tips that can help you care for it better. 1. Inspect regularly. Check the plant often for signs of insects, especially on the undersides of leaves. This will help you catch infestations early before they cause significant damage. 2. Use organic insect repellents. You can try using neem oil or a mild soap spray, both of which are natural and effective in repelling many pests. Mix a few drops of neem oil or soap in water and spray it on the affected leaves once a week. 3. Encourage beneficial insects. Certain insects like ladybugs and lacewings can help control pests by eating them. Consider creating a garden environment that attracts these helpful insects. 4. Remove affected leaves. If you spot severely damaged or infested leaves, it can be helpful to remove them to prevent the spread of insects. 5. Keep the plant healthy. Ensure the plant is well watered and gets adequate sunlight. A healthy plant is more resistant to pests. However, avoid overwatering, as excess moisture can sometimes attract pests. If the problem persists, you could try introducing specific pest control methods depending on the type of insect affecting the plant. Do you happen to know what type of plant this is? That might help with more tailored care tips.
I think I'm good. The tips you suggested were really helpful to me. Thank you. So as you see here, it's also like whatever it said in the voice chat, we can see that it's also displayed here. Inspect regularly, use organic insect repellents, encourage beneficial insects, remove affected leaves, and keep the plant healthy. So what is interesting is that I do only maybe one or two of these. What I do is the simplest one. Whenever I see an infected leaf, I just remove them. And maybe once in a while, I buy the neem spray and do it. But it's also great to know about some of the other ways to also take care. One of the things that it said is mixing it with soap water or neem oil. So some things which I'm not yet tried. But I've heard people talk about it, so I do know that this is not something it's just hallucinating on. So that's another great thing to know. So that's the second one. That's really whatever has been happening with AI and planting so far is really interesting. Don't you think so? So the next one I want to try is, we saw a banana tree with a banana flower. So I wanted to ask ChatGPT on what the next steps are. So it says that you can see your banana plant and with a new emerging bunch of bananas and a banana flower. That is perfect. That is exactly what I expected. And it also says that some of the lower leaves have been yellowing or browning, which is quite common as old leaves naturally age. So it says some of the tips here: wearing, pruning old leaves, nutrient supply, support for the fruit, and pest and disease monitoring, and so on. So let's ask again, activate voice mode and ask some more things to ChatGPT on what the next steps are. Hey, so you mentioned that you saw a banana flower and also like small bananas coming out. So what I would like to know is what are the next steps until I get a full banana fruit? So what should I do, and what are the steps that I need to take? Can you mention them step by step?
Here are the steps you should follow from now until you get a full banana fruit, ensuring healthy development and harvest. 1. Monitor the flowering stage. After the flower emerges, you'll start seeing hands of bananas forming in rows. These are the immature bananas. As the flower petals bracts open, more rows of bananas will appear. Keep an eye on the development, but avoid touching the young bananas at this stage to prevent any damage. 2. Support the plant. As the bunch grows larger, it will become quite heavy. Use a sturdy pole or prop to support the main stalk and prevent it from bending or breaking under the weight of the fruit. 3. Regular watering. Keep the soil consistently moist, especially during the fruiting stage. Water regularly, but make sure not to overwater, as banana plants don't tolerate waterlogging well. Ensure the soil is well drained. 4. Fertilization. During the fruiting period, feed the plant with a balanced fertilizer that is high in potassium, which is essential for healthy fruit development. You can also add organic compost or well-rotted manure around the base of the plant. Fertilize about once a month while the bananas are developing. 5. Prune old or damaged leaves. Remove any yellow or dead leaves to focus the plant's energy on growing the bananas and to improve air circulation around the plant. 6. Banana ripening. It usually takes 3 to 4 months for bananas to fully ripen on the plant, depending on the variety and environmental conditions. The bananas will gradually fill out and turn a lighter green. You can start harvesting when the fruit changes from angular to a more rounded shape and the edges become less sharp. 7. Harvesting. Once the bananas have matured, you can cut the entire bunch from the tree. It's best to harvest when the bananas are still green, as they will ripen off the plant. Use a sharp knife to carefully cut the bunch and be cautious of the plant's height and weight to avoid accidents. 8. Post-harvest care. After harvesting the bunch, you can prune back the banana stalk, called the pseudostem, that produced the fruit, as it won't fruit again. However, leave some of the suckers, new shoots, around the base to grow into the next generation of banana plants. If you follow these steps, your banana plant should provide a good yield. Let me know if you need more details on any of the steps.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. This is amazing. It's basically like giving me the complete package of what I need to do for the ripening, and it's even told me like how I can harvest the banana for the next tree to come out, next plant to come out. So that's really nice to know that if, especially if for people who may not fully be aware of these are the right steps, or people like me who are following some steps but would like to just verify if some of the steps that I follow are right or are in the right path or not. So this is definitely like super helpful. So let's that's really amazing. So let's try one more thing. Hey, you said it's a banana plant, right? So I would like to just quiz you on one thing. What is a banana plant in Tamil language?
In Tamil, a banana plant is called var maram, pronounced vai maram. Feel free to quiz me on more if you'd like.
Can you tell that in Tamil?
It seems like you're asking for the Tamil name for a banana plant, but related to summer. Could you clarify what you're looking for? Do you mean how the banana plant behaves or is cared for during summer, or something else?
Can you speak in Tamil and mention the name of the banana plant?
ஆமாம் வாரம் என்று தான் நான் தமிழில் சொல்க.
Can you tell a little slowly? கொஞ்சம் மெதுவா சொல்ல முடியுமா?
Babaram.
ஒரு தமிழ் ஆக்சென்ட்ல சொல்ல முடியுமா instead of in English accent, in Tamil colloquial slang?
Genome Vare Maram Yenner Varteye Tenindia Tamil Kulok Akila Solidanera. Vale Maram.
Excellent.
It's a bit softer.
Excellent. Finally, you got it right. It is called Varai Maram, and I think it took a while for you to get it, but at the end, you did get it. So thank you so much. That was amazing. So this was another interesting, just some fun with AI, and as you could see, initially it was struggling a little bit, and so the actual name is like Varai. The Ra is very important here. And then when I asked it to like speak in its own language, it could not. And even when it was speaking in Tamil, it was okay. He was okay. And finally, like when I asked him to speak in a Tamil slang or Tamil accent, he did mention it with a Tamil kind of tone. And that time he got it right. It is Varai Maram. That's excellent. Great. So last what we're going to see is that we had seen an elephant yam plant in my garden which almost died, almost in the dying stage. So I've been monitoring this plant from periodically right from it started growing. And so let me show here, for example, this is on May 12th, 2024. And you can see in the middle there is a small sapling like coming up, shooting up. And then if I go to the next one, so this is on the 16th, so just within 4 days it's already started like rising and blooming. So that's pretty amazing. And then the next one is on 21st, after another 4 days, like a few days. So it's already like almost like 5.5 feet to 6 feet tall now. So you could see how fast this plant is growing. It's also called elephant yam or Senai Karang in Tamil. And then it's also after 2 more days you can see that it's gone even higher, like it's probably 7 feet now and so on. So I was monitoring it for a few days. I had more photos, but for now I just like put I think this should be good enough. And what I did was yesterday, which is October 11th 2024, you could see that it's already like withered down, and the leaves are becoming yellow and then almost going to fall down, and even the stem is kind of gone. So you could also see that this is on today, so October 12th, and then it's gone down even further. So how about if we pass these images to AI one by one and then ask it to see what it observes and then any other tips. So just to I cheated a little bit, and what I did was I already tried that, and what was amazing was it actually did give some great tips. But I want to try something different now. In fact, I've not tried this before, so it's like as live as possible. So what I wanted to do is that instead of sending in each of these images one by one and sending all these images one by one and asking AI on what it says, why not, there are only 6 images here, so why not send this whole bunch of 6 images as a screenshot to AI, because anyway they're time stamped, and we could tell AI that, hey look, there are 6 images here taken at different taken at different times, and it's about the elephant yam plant, and can you tell me what's next and if it's a good time to dig it up. So let's try that. I'm going to try upload a photo that I took today, and I would like to know what it says about the next steps. So is it time to dig it up and see if the elephant yam is fully mature or not?
Based on the signs you're describing, including the wilting and drying of the leaves and stalk, it does seem like your elephant yam might be approaching maturity. This is usually a good indicator that the tuber has developed and could be ready for harvest. Here's what you can do. 1. Gently dig around. Use a small hand tool to loosen the soil around the base of the plant. Be careful not to damage the tuber while digging. If the soil is soft enough, you might even be able to check by hand. 2. Check the tuber. If the tuber looks sufficiently large and firm, it's a sign that it's ready for harvest. If it seems small or underdeveloped, you can cover it back up and give it more time to grow. 3. Harvest. If the tuber is mature, you can carefully lift it out of the soil. Once harvested, remember that the plant won't regrow from the same stem, but new shoots may come up around it. Given the natural signs and the timeline, it seems like now is a good time to check if the yam is ready. Best of luck with the harvest. Let me know how it turns out.
All right, thank you so much. Really useful, because this is one of the things that I would normally, it's an experiment, like would not know completely if it's there or not. And AI is saying that maybe it's about time. I could have also noticed that the leaves are becoming yellow, and maybe it's like that. But again, like it's been like this for a few days, so there's no guessing on when is the right time. But it's always great to have another verification, and so that's really awesome. Hey, so today we saw how AI can be applied in a very common use case scenario like gardening, and we went through some really interesting use cases. Like first one was just asking basic questions. It's like, hey, is this going to hurt a tree or not? And then like asking like what's going to happen when you kind of some insect is infecting a leaf, to also like when will a banana flower, like when it will be fully ripened, and what are the steps needed for harvesting, and also like what AI based plant monitoring on different times and different days, like how is the whole life cycle going on, and things like that. And so this is at least what is possible today with AI. As a single person, as a common man, through my phone, I was able to do all of this, right? And so what could be interesting is that how what I mean what we could do beyond this, right? So what today ChatGPT gave me, what AI gave me today was so mostly based on the general knowledge that it had in its super large database, and so on. But we often know that local farming methods are usually like different and are recommended from place to place. So what if you have a like even like an upgraded model, upgraded version of whatever I said so far, like a system wherein we could go and talk to a local farmer or local gardener, and usually in places like India, like they would be talking in their own language. So we record their conversations or take in their data, and then store them in a format like in a like convert them to like in a format wherein AI can understand that format. And then we have the location information here saying that okay, this is happening right here in this season. So instead of AI just giving the full general answer, what AI would actually be giving is the location specific answer, right? So that's something which definitely would have a lot of value today, kind of something like that. So that is one thing. And so, and then the last one, the AI based plant monitoring system. This is something which can have a huge commercial value, kind of. So imagine like today, I'm able to take photos at different time zones, and I've timed locations and days, and I'm able to like kind of pass that all to AI, and it's able to even say how the plant has grown and what are the conditions, and so far, right? So imagine doing this for we have like CCTV cameras and other things, like, or even you can go and record like photos of your place at different based on the exact location and so on. Imagine doing this for a whole garden. So then you have, and then somebody's like, say we build an app which was going to kind of It's a very simple app. It whatever I did today, just make it into an app. Upload the photos, and then based on the times, ask AI to keep monitoring, and send an alert if something is wrong with the plants or not. So that's something which has a lot of value. So, and how can this be scaled up, right? Like you could start off with the garden, or start building an app. It could be a mobile app or a cloud app or both. Start with a single garden. Do this, you get one layer level of system, and then you could have an AI based plant monitoring, like for a farm, right? You could do this whole thing for a farm, like kind of if you have some great data, and and not much changes in the system. You just have to put some information there. So then you scale it up from one farm, from a garden to a farm, to a few of the farms. The same system is being deployed there. But once you do that, you could also go the SaaS route, right? Like, what you could do is that you can build an infrastructure where like gardens or farms can come and register to your service, which is going to monitor these plants just from images, and all you need to do is images, videos, and other sensors, and it's going to just send alerts saying that, hey, this is what you need to take care of, and you have a startup right there, and this is going to be really valuable. Like, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody is already doing that. So these are some of my thoughts, but if you have any thoughts, please do share them as well. So I hope you liked the video here, and please share any feedback that you have. Until next time, bye.